But yes, before listening to the other eminent speakers in the panel, I think that it's always best to begin with the leaders. I'm a Mumbaikar, and I think it will be incomplete if I do not speak in Marathi. So I just learned a quote this morning. शिक्षण हे असं एक अस्त्र आहे ज्याने आपण जग बदलताना बघू शकतो. And I think to make that happen, we need good leaders. So what do good leaders do? Good leaders have a vision and inspire others to help them turn that vision into reality. But then what is the difference between a good leader and a great leader? Great leaders have a vision. They share their vision and inspire others to create their own. And I think that we have one such great leader in our midst today who has done some phenomenal work in the education sector. Shri Deepak Kesarkar ji, Cabinet Minister, Ministry of School Education, Ministry of Environment and Climate Change, Ministry of Marathi Language, Government of Maharashtra. So today he is here in the capacity of a keynote speaker. And sir, I would like to request you to kindly address the gathering with your inspiring words. Deepak ji, thank you.
Honorable Devalji, our Secretary Education, Shri 𝗙cie Kulkarni, Gaurangji Das, Mrs. Bimla, Manmit Khurana, Saish Nandeshwar, Dr. Shashi, Honorable Sri Thakre, all the dignitaries of the dais, it is indeed a pleasure to be among you to discuss various aspects of new education policy. In fact, I have a sore throat today, and maybe it's God's wish that I should speak less and listen more to what are your views on education. Because at any education, at any age, you must have the attitude to learn. This is the concept of Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji. First is the education should be in your mother language. Second is vocational training. In the next 10 years, India is going to be the youngest country. And it would be on our young generation to provide the trained manpower to the entire world. And that you should take as a challenge. Another thing is use of technology. And then we'll have to make our students also tech savvy. So there are certain things that all the states are implementing. Still, I feel that today's summit is more about the future of education. When we talk about future of education, we'll have to make a new generation which is more vibrant. We have to develop their personalities. Giving just education is not sufficient. They should know what is singing, what is drama, how they should become good speakers, how they should become best sportsmen. Unless your personality is developed, you cannot face the challenges of the world. So you have come from different part of India, different part of the state. I welcome all of you to the city of Mumbai. I'm also Guardian Minister of Mumbai City and Kolhapur. Kolhapur is linked with 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝗲 Shivaji Maharaj. 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝗲 Shivaji Maharaj, on which name we rule this state. And talking about Maharashtra, whenever I talk about it, it is equivalent to 3 European countries. We run more than 1 lakh schools in Maharashtra. So it is a big challenge. Right from a city of Mumbai, which gives best of the education in India. We have remote places, hilly areas, where the student number ranges from 5 to 20 also. What is to be done regarding them? It is also a challenge. Then when we talk about e-education, how e-education will reach every corner of Maharashtra, that is another challenge that we face. And for that, we are looking at satellite-based connection for those schools which are in the remotest area, where even mobile range is not there. And we are going for such technologies that the wall in your school becomes the screen. You can write on it. It could be transferred to your mobile. So that is the future of education. But education does not always mean technologies. It is more of your attachment to the students, giving them the love. They love more their teacher than their parents also. And I'm a parent of one daughter, where she used to always tell me, if she asks me something and I answer her question, then she used to tell me that you are not right. I said, why I'm not right? Because she says that my teacher don't say that. Whatever my teacher says is the final word for me. So that is how a student is attached to this teacher. So it is a very divine profession. And when you are into that profession, you will have to take a good care of that child. One thing we'll have to always understand, till the age of 6, 90% of the development of the brain takes place. And at that age, they should not be overburdened. It should become a pleasure for them to come to the school. And then we have to make many experiments in the school education. When we think about reducing the weight of their school bags, we are going ahead with one new experiment where we are making 4 parts of 1 year's curriculum. And 1 page will be attached, 1-2 page as per the requirement after 1 lesson. So what is the duty of the teacher is to give good notes. If the student could pass the examination by just reading the books, that is not possible. So we prepare the best books for them. And Maharashtra is the only state which gives education in 10 languages. So we want them. Previously we used to do it in 8 languages. Now we have come up with 10. We make our own books, and those are the best textbooks in the whole of country, because we use the best of paper also to see that it becomes attractive for the student. And then when you are taking an examination every 3 months, now examinations are not taken up to 8th standard, but that has affected the quality of education. So the basic intention is to see that he don't fail in the examination, but at the same time, the quality of the student, it should also be improved. So what is to be done regarding that is also a question. So you will have to analyze how the student is doing, and then you will have to give them additional inputs. You will have to work more on that student, so that by the time he reaches 8th standard, he should be perfect in his knowledge. Because what the research says, even the 10th standard pass out students who get 80% marks, 90% marks, 95% marks in science, English, and mathematics. As per the survey, the real marks are around 34%, 36%, 38%, which are very low. So we'll have to concentrate on those students just by reading and remembering what you have read. That does not add to their knowledge. So, an interest should be created in science. So, we are introducing computer science as an additional subject. We are in talk with companies like Amazon, which will provide us best of the technologies for the students in computer science. That includes coding, decoding, and so many other things, artificial intelligence. And then we have to focus on students. After they pass their 12th examination, they should be able to work. From school to work is another concept that we are implementing in Maharashtra. For that, we have a tie-up with Tata Social Sciences, Tata Institute for Social Sciences, that is called 𝗙cie. Then we have a tie-up with HCL, and soon we propose to have a tie-up with Amazon as well. And you will perhaps not believe, I was yesterday with a chancellor from Germany, and what he was telling me, that one electrician in Germany earns 40,000 rupees a day. That is because they work on hourly basis, and that is how much he must be earning per month, that you can understand. So, it is a new thing for our students, and as it is, that is in Germany, because there is shortage of electrician in Germany. But even if you take a salary of a plumber abroad, it is 1,40,000 average salary if you consider all countries, and that in India is also more than 40,000 rupees. So, what we really lack, what I have observed, because I am not an expert in education, my expertise in other various fields. I would have definitely liked to work in those fields where I have more knowledge. But I am given this responsibility because this is one field which is the priority of Honorable Prime Minister. So our Chief Minister had an aim to improve health sector, education sector, and also the Honorable Prime Minister want to do skill development and a big employment program he wants to implement throughout India. So what role we can play in his vision is more important. So whatever vocational training we are going to give them, one thing we'll have to teach them first, and that is dignity of labor. Dignity of labor is such thing that every student, every person will have to understand. Because in India, we feel that a particular job don't have the dignity. Everybody wants to be bank officers. They want to be government officers or professionals. But there are certain fields where you can earn much more because you will have to earn for your living. And then you have to make a new generation. So I always feel that when it comes to vocational training, please tell them that in European countries, in American countries, whenever there are vacations, they work with McDonald's, they do so many things, may it be lawn cutting, everything, but they take pride in earning money. So that gives you the pride. And that is what I feel. There should be a change in the mindset of the people. So we are making many efforts. Even when it comes to midday meal, we are trying to teach them what is farming. They should grow their own vegetables, which could be used in their midday meals. That is essential because the kind of pleasure you have when you eat something which is grown by you, that pleasure cannot be compared with anything else. So many people feel that agriculture don't have that dignity. But you will have to understand one thing. When it was world recession, Russia got disintegrated because they didn't have sufficient food grains. You cannot eat weapons. You got to eat wheat. You got to eat rice. And that's why self-sufficiency in food grains is the first priority, should be the first priority of any country. So we'll have to teach that to our students as well. And so many other things that you will have to teach them. And for them, science and technology, of course, yes, it is the first priority because they will have to be tech savvy. And we have so many things like other states, ICT labs, tinkering labs, STEM labs. And then, along with the technology, the real life, they should learn what is real life. When we talk about carpentry, 90% of our requirement of our furniture comes from abroad. These companies, they want to establish their own factories in India also. But do you have the trained manpower for that? So you'll have to focus in the areas where the employment opportunities are there. Giving you a small example, Australia needs 40,000 drivers this year. So how a student could be trained in driving, international rules. So what we really plan to do is to have a tie-up with countries who require manpower. So our vocational training should be focused on those areas where the requirement is there. And we are going to have a tie-up so that up to 12th, we'll teach them how to be a best plumber, how to be a best driver, whatever the field is. And then one more year, they will be trained in India for excellence and the requirement of their countries. Maybe they will be involved in this curriculum also of vocational training. So those dialogues are going on. And we'll see to it. Even if somebody wants to go for medical education in Germany, he should be trained up to 12th, how he has to do it. So we are going to have talks with different countries and the best of countries who are leading education in the world. So the world has become small. The world has become one. So we also have to think in those directions. So I feel that you are more expert, you have more knowledge than me, but I have practical wisdom. I think that education should not become factories of creating unemployed youth. They should be more focused, and we must lead the world with the kind of manpower we have, the kind of intelligence that we have. I belong to a district which has a pass-out percentage of 99.4%. There are no coaching classes, but the parents, the village people, they take care of their schools. There are no professional schools in that district. But that is the strength. I remember when TCS, which was appointed for development of tourism, because that's a tourism district. My district is Sindhudurg. And last 8 years, they are ranking number 1 in Maharashtra. And probably they may rank on national level also. But when the TCS was doing survey for tourism potential of Sindhudurg, they told me, you have best of the Sahyadri ranges, but there are better ranges in Himalaya as well. You have best of the heritage, but better heritage exists in Rajasthan. You have best of the beaches, but maybe Maldives beaches are more beautiful than you. But you have everything together. But that is not the strength of your district. When we go to each part of your district, and when the school time is over, we could see the smart boys and girls coming out of your school. They are so neat, so clean, and they are the future of your district. So your students are the future of Maharashtra, any state that you represent, and your students are the future of India. So you'll have to take good care of those students. And true to his word, because our survey was done 20 years back, and today we are number one in education. So people see, people realize that there is a potential. If you give them proper direction, they will do something great. And you are the people who could guide them. That's why I expect a lot from you. I had always thought that I should sit on the sofa in front of you and listen to what you say. But before I leave, I will definitely like to listen one or two of the participants, what are their views, what are their difficulties, so that we can come out with the solutions. It is more of working together and lead the nation, and we'll have to create the next strong generation. Thank you. Thank you very much. And again, I congratulate Time to Grow Media for organizing this summit and giving me this opportunity to be among you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra. And before I leave, a simple thing. I'm a minister of Marathi language as well. म्हणून मला आपल्याला सगळ्यांनाच सांगायचं, जे मुंबईमध्ये राहतात, जे महाराष्ट्रामध्ये राहतात, एक गोष्ट लक्षात घेतली पाहिजे की आपली भाषा मुंबईत आल्यानंतर बदलते. आपण हिंदी बोलायला लागतो. मुंबईतल्या प्रत्येकाला मराठी समजतं. ॲटलिस्ट मराठीमध्ये बोलण्याचा प्रयत्न करा. तुमच्या मुलांनासुद्धा सांगा. मातृभाषेचा मान ठेवणं एवढा दुसरा मान नाही. ती आपली माता आहे आणि ती आपली मातृभाषा आहे. मे बी एखादा गुजराती मुलगा असेल, बोलताना अडखळेल मराठीमध्ये. एखादा उद्योगपती असेल तर त्याला असं वाटत असेल की मी बोलताना चुकलो तर जग मला हसेल. म्हणून एक मराठी पंधरवडा ज्यावेळेला असणार त्यावेळेला आम्ही असं एक इनिशिएटिव्ह घेणार आहे की मराठीमध्ये बोलण्याचा प्रयत्न करा. कंपल्सरी नाही आहे, परंतु तुम्हाला जर मराठी लँग्वेज येते, मराठी जर तुम्ही समजता, तर तुम्ही ज्यावेळेला मराठी बोलाल त्यावेळेला कोट्यावधी महाराष्ट्रीयन जनतेला आनंद वाटेल, तुमच्याबद्दल प्रेम वाटेल. आणि ते आम्ही करतो आहे. जानेवारीच्या पहिल्या आठवड्यामध्ये जगभरातल्या मराठी लोकांना आम्ही मुंबईमध्ये बोलवतो आहे आणि मराठी तुतुकावा मेळावा असा एक कार्यक्रम घेतो आहे, ज्याच्यामध्ये आपण एकत्र आलं पाहिजे. मी केवळ मराठी लँग्वेजमध्ये बद्दल बोलतो आहे असं नाही. तुम्ही गुजरातमध्ये असाल, गुजरातीमध्ये बोलायचा प्रयत्न करा. तुम्ही कर्नाटकामध्ये असाल, कन्नड बोलायचा प्रयत्न करा. तुमची अटॅचमेंट वाढेल, तुमची त्या भूमीशी असलेली अटॅचमेंट वाढेल, तिथे असलेल्या लोकांशी अटॅचमेंट वाढेल. आणि आपल्या भाषेचा प्रत्येकाला अभिमान पाहिजेच. आणि म्हणून आम्ही 50 मार्क्सचं आपल्या मराठी सब्जेक्ट हा एज्युकेशनमध्ये ॲड केलेला आहे. आणि आपल्या ज्या सजेशन्स असतील, आपण सर्व या फील्डमधले एक्सपर्ट्स आहात. मी छोट्या छोट्या गोष्टी आपल्याशी बोललो, पण आपण जे काय बोलाल त्याचं आपण एक डॉक्युमेंट तयार करून मला दिलं तर निश्चितपणे त्याच्यावर काम करायला मला आवडेल. कुलकर्णी साहेब, आपण स्पोर्ट्समध्ये काम करता, आपल्याला खूप चांगलं स्पोर्ट्समध्ये काम करायचं आहे. आणि मोदी साहेबांच्या पुढाकारामुळे आपल्याला जे फिकी आहे, इंटरनॅशनल फुटबॉल असोसिएशन फेडरेशन, त्यांनी 1 कोटी फुटबॉल देण्याचं मान्य केलेलं आहे. आणि त्याच्यामुळे आपली मुलं जशी क्रिकेट खेळतात, फुटबॉल खेळायला लागतील, सगळे स्पोर्ट्स खेळायला लागतील अशी अपेक्षा करतो. स्वामीजींचं अभिनंदन करतो की त्यांनी इको व्हिलेज या ठिकाणी एस्टॅब्लिश केलं आहे आणि तिथं सगळं नॅचरल वेमध्ये होतं. आणि मी सुद्धा तिथं निश्चितपणे जाईन. परंतु एक साधीशी गोष्ट आपल्याला सांगतो की आपण देशी गाई आहेत, देशी गाईंचं जे दूध असतं त्याची किंमत मुंबईमध्ये सेलिंग कॉस्ट इज 110 रुपीज, 110 रुपयाला लिटर विकलं जातं. आणि त्याचं जे तूप असतं हे 1600 रुपयापासून 2600 रुपयापर्यंत विकलं जातं. ही आपलं भारतीय कल्चर आहे, ही आपली ट्रॅडिशन आहे, ही आपली स्ट्रेंथ आहे. आपण ती स्ट्रेंथसुद्धा एज्युकेशनमध्ये विसरून चालणार नाही. आणि ज्या वेळेला आपण मुलांना शिकवू त्यावेळेला भारताची संस्कृती, भारताचा अभिमान त्याच्यामधून प्रेरित झाला पाहिजे. तर मुलं आपली संस्कृती विसरणार नाही. दुसऱ्याची संस्कृती बघायला फार छान वाटतं, त्यांची सुंदर सुंदर शहरं बघायला फार छान वाटतं, परंतु आपली संस्कृती ही आपल्यावर जी आक्रमणं झाली त्या काळामध्ये आपल्या संस्कृतीची खूप हानी झालेली आहे. आणि म्हणून ही हानी रोखण्यासाठी मला भारतीय संस्कृतीचं रक्षण, भारतीय आपलं जे काय आहे, जे आपल्याला एजिस पिढ्यानपिढ्या ते चालत आलं ते सुद्धा ज्ञान मुलांपर्यंत गेलं पाहिजे. शेवटचे 2 शब्द सांगतो आणि माझं भाषण संपवतो. आपण ज्याला योगा म्हणतो त्याला त्याच्यामध्ये आपण फक्त योगासनं करायला शिकवतो, त्याला अष्टांग योगा म्हणतात. योगाचे 8 प्रकार आहेत, परंतु त्याच्यामधला सर्वात महत्त्वाचा हा कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन आहे. तुम्ही मुलांना 10 मिनटं जरी स्तब्ध बसायला लावलं तरी त्यांच्या बुद्धिमत्ता अधिक सुधारू शकते. आणि दुसरी गोष्ट, तुमच्यापैकी अनेक लोक वेगवेगळ्या लीडिंग स्कूल्सला रिप्रेझेंट करतात. मुलांना जर त्यांची झोप पुरेशी होऊ दिली नाही तर त्यांच्यामध्ये जे ब्रेनमध्ये सिक्रेशनच असतं हार्मोन्सचं, त्याच्यामध्ये त्यांची बुद्धी डॅमेज होण्याची शक्यता असते. त्यामुळे आपण आपल्या कन्व्हिनियन्ससाठी आपल्या शाळेचं टायमिंग ठेवतो, परंतु तुम्ही बघितलं पाहिजे की मुलांसाठी ते योग्य आहे की नाही. म्हणून एज्युकेशन इज नॉट ओन्ली अबाउट टीचिंग. डॉक्टर्सचा रोल, मानसोपचार तज्ज्ञांचा रोल, हा सगळ्यांचाच रोल महत्त्वाचा आहे. आणि तुम्ही ज्याला तुमच्या एज्युकेशनमध्ये इम्प्रूव्हमेंट करता त्यावेळेला या सगळ्यांची मदत घ्या. आपण आता ॲप्टिट्यूड टेस्टसुद्धा 6वीपासून सुरू करणार आहोत. ज्याला जे आवडेल तसं ते एज्युकेशन दिलं पाहिजे. आणि एका वेळेला सर्वच्या सर्व मुलांच्या टेस्ट आम्ही घेणार आहोत. मुलांना सिंगिंग शिकवत असताना, मुलांना ड्रामा शिकवत असताना बेस्ट ऑफ द सिंगर लाईक द वन विच वी आर हॅविंग टायप विथ, त्याच्यामध्ये सिंगिंग शिकवतात आशा भोसले, बरोबर आहे ना, त्या ॲपवर शिकवतात. परंतु ज्या वेळेला पहिली 200 मुलं सिलेक्ट होतील, दे विल हॅव द अपॉर्च्युनिटी टू मीट आशा भोसले अँड शी विल पर्सनली टीच दॅम व्हॉट इज सिंगिंग. आपल्याला बेस्ट ऑफ द एज्युकेशन द्यायचं आहे, बेस्ट ऑफ द पर्सनॅलिटी डेव्हलपमेंट करायचं आहे. त्याच्यामुळे अनेक जे आम्ही टायप करतो आहे त्याच्यामधून एज्युकेशन सिस्टम आम्ही सुधारू शकू अशी अपेक्षा करतो. या समितीला मनापासून हार्दिक शुभेच्छा देतो आणि आपला सर्वांना शुभेच्छा देऊन माझे 2 शब्द संपवतो. जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र.